I mean, hairstyles don't change. So, am I allowed to swear?
Nah, that's okay. Have you seen student hairstyle in Thailand?
Yeah, I think I have an idea. They usually wear like a uniform, right?
Yeah.
All the same uniform and same hairstyle, right?
Yeah.
All right. So I don't know. I think it's nice to give kids like freedom to express themselves, like with whatever hairstyle they want. It's good to have like a guideline, let's say, but also like not judge kids who go a little bit outside of that. When I was 15, I started growing my hair because it was a little bit different. Now it's a little bit popular, but at that time it was like less popular. So I was like the only kid with long hair, so that was pretty cool. I think.
I mean, do you think growing your hair long has anything to do with academic performance?
I have a PhD, so I don't think so.
I can completely see why a regulation haircut would be practical. I had short hair as a kid because it was just always in knots, and like I'm sure it's more hygienic and everything like that. But ultimately, it is infringing on your individual right. From that point of view, I'd have to say I probably don't agree with it. I went to schools where they did have uniforms, and I liked that. I liked not having to pick what I had to wear in the day. It was one less thing to be discriminated against. Just throw on the same thing, like that Facebook guy. Yes, Mark Zuckerberg just wears the grey t-shirt. Genius. But I think by having the uniform, it encourages discipline, I think.
Coming from South Africa, where similar situations where we all had to have the same uniform, the same hairstyles and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, and it's just, for me, I think that's quite oppressing. We should have the right to express ourselves. If someone wants to have long hair because it feels like they suit longer hair than short hair, it should be allowed, especially as kids, because you're trying to find yourself as a kid. So that's that journey you need to take. So how can you be that person that you were meant to be if you're taught to have the same haircuts, dress the same? It's just something that I think needs to change.
Well, like when I was, 14, maybe 16, then there was this emo style, and I got into it, so I had like super bad hair.
Yeah.
Now I regret it on the pictures.
Yeah, the girls have to have like really
The
short.
bowl cut.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've seen it.
The boys have to like a very short plus cut.
Yeah, that's crazy. I think that's just another way of controlling the youth's minds. I mean, that's an element of brainwashing as well. Hairstyles don't change anything. They've got good minds, they're keen to learn, they're filled with respect, filled with passion. So I don't think hairstyles really matter.
What's your take on school uniform?
I think it's a good thing. In middle school, we had to wear a red blazer. Yeah, right, I know, it was terrible. But we had to do it. But it was never laughed upon because every school had to wear uniform. At least every school I know of that did. I never liked wearing uniform, but thinking back right now, I think it's a good thing. It gives a sense of community in schools, which is also a great thing to have in an environment where someone's growing up and learning.
So I actually didn't wear school uniform, which is very rare for people in England.
If you could turn back time, would you like to wear a uniform?
Do you know what's really interesting? When I was probably about 11, we had a vote in school. They took it to the students and parents to have a vote on whether they wanted uniform. We all voted to say that we did want it because it took a lot of time and effort to be able to get clothing together for your child to go to school. And the school still decided to not have a school uniform. So I think I have no issues with the fact that I didn't wear a uniform. Academia is great for developing professionally, but I think being able to choose your own clothing and being responsible for your possessions, it probably teaches you things about individuality and about personalities.
I do think Thai children have the utmost respect. They have so much more respect than English children, American children. They are raised very well. And I know there might be certain controls and parents might be very strict here. They have such good hearts. They're very pure. And I think Thailand's done a great job at raising its young. And they're the future of Thailand. So I think Thailand has a very good future ahead of it. In the next 30 years, 20 years, I think Thailand's, the youth, they're going to be very, very, very successful personally.